It's 935 KDAY Morning Show. Cece and Romeo,
Hey
the
now.
game is never over.
Nope.
When Lil Flip is in the building.
That's what we're talking about.
Stepping in like it was yesterday, like it's nothing. What's up, fam? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. I woke up today, like I told y'all when I walked in here, man. I'm blessed. I woke up today.
Yeah.
Another day.
There you go, man.
Another day, another hustle, too.
Hey, always.
That's what it is.
I'm always hustling.
All right, so let's talk about it. Let's just jump into this really quick. You and Nook Da Crook, The Way We Ball. Like,
Right.
how did that collab come out between the both of you guys?
That's so crazy. Right before I walked in, I was looking at my Instagram and I saw the clip that I just posted on my Instagram.
Right.
So it's literally so what had happened was
That's when it gets juicy.
Yeah, to make a long story medium. But basically my partner with Exotic Pop, Charleston, hit me and was like, hey, it's a guy. He's managed by Daniel. And he was just like, he remade The Way We Ball, so we talk business. He sent me the record. I like the record. I'm like, I like the record. And after that, I'm like, all right. We talked to business. They're like, we doing a video. Showed up to the video. And I like the record and I like the artist, you know what I mean? And so I told him, like, I'm going to actually help you promote the record, take him on tour. So I'm just.
So you even took him under your wing in that sense.
Yeah, because you got to leave the music industry better than what it was before you came.
There you go, paying it forward. Love that.
Definitely.
Okay, now, so let's talk about a couple other things, man. So working with Zero on your song called On Tonight.
Right.
First of all, I love how y'all flip the names.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Flip Mayweather? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
that's one of my aliases. Yeah.
Love that, dog.
I love it.
And what's those? What's those?
Ro is he's Rohamed Ali.
Yeah,
Rohamed
Rohamed,
Ali,
yes.
And
I
I'm
was like,
Flip
yo.
Mayweather. Yeah.
That video is so entertaining. Like, you
Thank
guys,
you.
where did you do it at your studio?
We did it at both of our houses. So like half is his house and half is my house, and we merged it together because we wanted it. We wanted to give it like the feel of back when we were with DJ Screw and not make it a flashy video, just like some fun.
No, it was a real
Yeah.
video.
Yeah,
And I love
yeah.
that you added a lot of clips of DJ
Right.
Screw in there. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? With the photos and stuff. But it's funny the way you guys go back and forth.
Right.
So animated. That's the one thing I
Yeah.
told
It
Ramon.
was entertaining.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Make you
Yeah.
want to watch it again and again, front to back, man. It was moving.
Thank you. Yeah, we never did a record where we went like line for line, bar for bar. So I felt like that was important. And so yeah, Kings of the South 2 is done. And it's coming very, very soon. We got a few more videos we go put out there, but we had to throw something out so the fans would be like, all right, man, when is it coming? Because the
Yeah.
first one dropped like 2005?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Correct.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you something though, because if you guys go, make sure you guys follow him. You have to follow him on Instagram. So when I go on your Instagram and I check you out, and I've been following you, one thing that I've noticed about you, and I've always pretty much noticed about you, is you're really good at marketing yourself.
Got
You're
to.
very good at being out there. You're very good at being at events. Not a lot of artists have even picked that up. So
Right.
with that being like in the industry, what do you say to people? Because you do it yourself. Do you
Yeah.
have a team? I just see you out and about, and I'm like, man, this guy's really good the way he markets himself.
Yeah, it's like this. Like, I would say 90% of it is me because I built a lot of relationships so I can pick up the phone and call and say, hey, I'll be out here. Like, I'm out here like on a whole different business trip, you know what I mean? Like, and I know I haven't been here in a minute, like coming to the station and
Trust
stuff.
us, we know. We were so
Yeah,
excited when we
yeah.
found out you were in town.
Yeah.
We snatched him right up.
I'm like, man, I need to go some places like where. And so I only set up, I did Bootleg Kev and I'm doing y'all.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Other
man.
than that, that's it.
Man.
Because
And
I'm
it makes
focused
sense.
on my meeting.
Katie's the first hip hop station in the world.
Agreed.
It makes sense that
No,
you're here.
definitely. I told my guy F.A. he's a part of my team.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, bro, I haven't been to KDAY like so long. I'm like, bro, here we are.
Let's go.
And
do
that's it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm going back to my meeting because
Yeah.
I'm doing like some gaming stuff, and I have a like a talent show coming. I can't say the name yet, you know, but
Okay.
we're going to different, cities to find the next big artist and give them a record deal, and they have to compete, and we put them in the house. It's like,
Oh, that's going to be a good look.
but
That's
it's
gonna be
like
must-see
we're
TV.
teaching them the right way. So
Right.
when they do come do interviews and meet program directors, they understand professionalism. It's not.
Thank you.
Yeah, because a lot of people just think, oh,
No.
I can be a great rapper and have a messed up attitude, but you got to balance it. So we go pick the right all around
The total package.
Exactly.
I feel like they
Respect on
haven't
that.
done that in so long where they
No.
groom the artists, and because especially new artists, Flip, they don't know how to really do interviews.
They've
Right.
gotten
You know?
away from that.
Yes.
Right.
And you think about a lot of these people are they become stars on or celebrities through social media, and like they realize they're in the middle of the game and don't even know how to handle it or respect it.
Right. They need media training. Like
Yep.
a lot of artists, you know, they rock their chairs, you know, or when you ask them a question like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
That
like so.
becomes their crutch. Yeah.
Right. So, you know, we just get them.
Or they
on
forget
that
to
level.
promote certain things. Like they
Right.
forget that they're there and it's their manager on the side like, hey, don't forget
Right.
to promote this.
Hey, like that. That's how it be. So I'm doing a lot of stuff though.
That's
You
dope,
know,
man.
metaverse, performing in the metaverse. I got a new album, Funge and Flip. I have a new mixtape called The Art of Freestyle Part 3. I'm rapping on my favorite Big Mo and Fat Pat and Hawk Beats, and basically like bridging the gap between the generation who may not have heard of DJ Screw.
Yeah.
So by, you know, Nook Da Crook remaking my record, his age bracket, and we had a conversation. He told me like how much he looked up to me and how he used to pass by my house and see all the promo vans rap with my face, and like how it inspired him. So we just doing what we was taught.
Man, I love that. And when I see your hat, when I see the Rockets, because I went to U of H.
Okay,
in the
cool.
90s, so I love
Okay.
Houston. They still got Frenchies down there in Whataburgers,
Always,
right?
yeah.
Always
Yeah.
love to coming to the South. What's your idea? Like, obviously, we talk about Nook Da Crook, but the other artists in Texas, how do you feel about how they've been carrying the torch? Like Meg Thee Stallion, what she's doing
Right.
as well.
Man, we got Meg, we got Travis, Max O'Cream, we got TSF, South Walker. He got, you know, a whole bunch of like probably 20, 30 artists on his label. Who else? We got some ladies like Ken the Man. We got OMB Bloodbath. But I'm actually like proud of the diversity of how everybody has their own lane and they
Yeah.
do what they do. Cause like Maxo, he go do big shows and stuff like that, and it's dope. And they all show and pay homage to me. And when I do events with them, sometimes I go to their events and might do a record in the middle where they set, you know,
That's
just
dope,
to give somebody the motivation, because I had mentors and people like Jay Prince and Devin the Dude and Snoop Dogg. Like those were like some of my main, and besides DJ Screw and
That really guided you.
Right.
Yeah.
So like having those mentors and people like Snoop give me game and give me verses when I know he could charge 100,000, 200,000, but the Game Over remix, like I got 3 remixes, right?
Yep.
I got one with Me Bun and Buck, the Dirty South version. Then I got an East Coast version, which it was me, Cassidy, and young Chris from the Young Guns. And then I had a West Coast version with me, Game, and Snoop. And Snoop just walked in and did the verse. And I'm like, what I owe you? Nothing, nephew.
Damn.
Damn.
then he
You know,
get-
he don't do that for a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people.
That's-
and I
That is
thank
special.
him. I thank him every time I see him. I'm like, thank you. And even Game, you know, that's my homie. He got Drillmatic coming. He got on the remix, and you know, he could have charged me, you know, some money. You
Yeah.
know, he's with Dre and everything. He's like, nah, man. So when people do that, I never forget it.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And the fact that you were always out there marketing yourself, being at every event, you make sure that you're always seen, which is really dope. I really admire that. But I know the pandemic had to slow you down just a little bit. How did you handle that? Because you like to be
Man.
out a lot.
Yeah. I dropped my last, well, it was supposed to be my last solo album, The Leprechaun Part 2. And I had it all planned. We were going to go to Austin, South by Southwest, and the pandemic hit like right before it. So
Yeah.
I saw like 50 to 80,000 go poof.
Oh.
I'm like, man, my last album. So it was like kind of tough to deal with that aspect because it like messed up what I thought my rollout for my album. But I just went to my other hustles, like my podcast, The Truth Shall Set You Free podcast. I was supposed to start it like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, all right, let me go to my list of businesses that I've been putting off because I like to be strategic, like with what I do.
Yep.
So I started working on the podcast. We traveling during the pandemic, you know, sanitizer, masked up, getting interviews with different people. Like season 1 was like probably like 40 interviews,
Wow.
and we got we still got interviews to drop. But I did that. I started working on my movie King Life. I started working on the movie soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Zero started working on our album. Me and Tum Tum, we dropped Made in Texas. So I just started getting all my material and stuff ready, and I was doing like meet and greets, like the safe way, masked up. Fans got to, we had it like organized, but put my own cereal out, put my own drink
Your own
out.
cereal too?
Yeah, I'm telling you, popcorn, soda.
Yeah, the exotic
the cream soda.
Yeah, the cream soda.
And then the cool cup, I got green apple. So like, it was just like, all right.
Romeo says there alcohol in that soda.
Yeah. So
You
man,
already know.
it showed the true hustlers though.
Yeah.
It separated the people who, don't really have hustle, and it's like, all right, well, cool. Let me figure it out. So I was doing verses, hosting mixtapes. We just, man, if you're a hustler, you gonna figure it out.
Yeah, you definitely will. Because you want to eat and you want to make sure that you stay relevant, you stay out there in the game. And so many people rely on other people to push their careers, but you're like, no, I'm gonna drive my career.
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like when I talk for myself, the deal gets done faster. It saves time. I don't like wasting time. So if somebody's talking for me, they talk to a promoter. We want Flip to do this. We want him to do that. Then he's like, okay, I got to call Flip. Hey, do you want to do that? And then sometimes people give answers that they think you want, and then things is messed up. You're like, hey, I'm on stage for 20 minutes, right? No, they promised me an hour.
Oh,
then you're like, you didn't pay for an hour.
Yeah.
Let's find a median, So I just talk for myself, man.
Cut the middleman out sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? You just got to get to the meat and the potatoes.
Yeah,
of it.
get it over with.
Yeah, that's what I'm
on
talking
to the
about.
next.
Now let's talk about your podcast. I want to take it back to the Truth Shall Set You Free. So you've been doing that, and is there anything that you're going to be working with that as far as like a movie's concerned? Because you're saying a movie, so will that be incorporated in your podcast as well?
Definitely. In season 2 on my podcast, it'll be just me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll be.
Can we talk about that really quick?
Not really, but not
we're
really.
trying to get the exclusive.
Yeah, it'll just be me though. Like it's easier for me to when I need to move and at the drop of a dime because you never know when you're gonna run into some of these artists and stuff like that. And like I might see my bro Michael Blackson like, hey, he's right here, and I'm the only one here. So at this point, I'm focused on Flip. But my movie, King Life, it's about like. The blacks in the Mexican community, like coming together. Because at the end of the day, around the world, everybody wants to be the king. But back in the days, there were multiple kings. Like this one king ruled this area. So all my movies and stuff have a message in it. So
I like that.
Thank you.
I love the black and Mexicans, the black and brown. This is what we do right here.
Yeah, man.
I know.
Mexican
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
So we go through similar things, and we got to stick together and hustle.
Now, let's take it back really quick. I'm going to circle back to the talent show. I know you can't really speak too much on it, but can you let us know if you're going to be out here in Los Angeles? Because we have a lot of talent out here.
Yeah. I put together the list the other day, 2 days ago. We're going to 10 spots. Miami, L.A., Houston, Nashville.
Okay.
Atlanta, Seattle.
Yeah, listen.
I'm leaving out, but it's a couple of other ones, but we're going.
No, that's cool.
We got to come here.
I'm just about to lay.
Hey,
listen, y'all are
for
so
real.
talented. They need to know about it.
Yeah, we're definitely coming here.
Can you give the final count you may keep because you're going city to city? You know how many is going to end up in that house, or is that too much?
As of now, tentatively, 20 between 20 and maybe 30.
It's a nice bunch of different personalities in one house.
One house.
Exactly.
Yes, all competitive.
And they're competing for the same thing. This is going to be must-see TV.
Yeah, and we have a different flip to it, pun intended. I can't say the detail that's going to make my show different from everybody else's, but we have like one factor, that's going to change the game.
Oh, my God. You already got me wanting to watch this now. Now I'm dying to see what it is.
Hey, he's setting it up nice, right?
Yes, he is. So let me ask you this. You can't talk about this show. We can't do too many details. Can you tell us when we can see it? Like when it's going to come out?
I can't say when because I'm one of them people like this, like being in the industry all my life, release dates come and go, right? So I'm like one of them people, I don't like to say a date until I have everything done.
I heard that.
Edited. I'm like, okay, I'm happy with everything. Now let's pick a date. Because you pick a date before stuff happens, footage get lost.
Some people hold you to that date.
You just want to be able to just say, all I got to do is push this button and it goes.
Correct. So once it's done, then we pick the date.
Okay. I'm ready for it.
And
well, for the movie, The Black and Mexican, I'm just saying he should get us because, Black and Mexican.
Hey,
True.
We work together every day.
Makes
sense.
Black and brown.
I'm the
we're there.
director anyway and the producer. So,
Oh, so we don't have to go to anybody. We go to the director.
Yeah.
I mean, he cuts
We
out
talk
the
to
middleman
boss.
anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So
right.
we just go right
all
there.
right, cool. Hey,
Make it
watch.
happen.
They go be in it.
See,
He said
y'all see that, right?
Closed mouth don't get fed.
heard that,
Hey,
yes.
that's what I'm talking about, man. Of course, man, you've been feeding yourself for years, bro. You're still out on the road. Like, how does it feel when you go and, like I said, you see different generations vibe into what you've done back then and now? How's that make you feel?
Man, it's dope, man. I mean, because just like I jam artists like Sade and Whitney Houston and Kenny G because of my parents and my mom and grandparents, Johnny Taylor, just everybody, Luther Vandross, all these different artists, Sting, The Police, like, so I'm like well-rounded when it comes to music. So being able to see how we can bridge the gap, like I'm always working with the new cats, you know what I mean? So I'm not like one of those cats that's like, oh yeah, you know how they put you in the old guys. And some old guys can't get on a record with a young guy and match with the times. They'll sound dated, but you can put me on a record with anybody and you won't be able to tell like what year I was born.
I think that has a lot to do with you always staying tapped in, though.
Right.
Yep.
You always stay tapped in. Your ear is always to the streets, and that's what it is.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, the new generation knows about you because, let's face it, good music is timeless.
Correct.
And it's always going to come back full circle.
Correct. So I love it. I love what I see. I love that they're able to make more money than we made.
Yeah.
Just like we made more money than the people who came before us and so on. And then the artists from back in the day, they were getting like pennies,
Yeah, they
so
were, yep.
to see what music is now and we're able to dictate what we want to do. That's why, Floyd Mayweather is a big influence because when it comes to business, like I pattern myself after what he does and as well as Jay Prince, right? So we dictate who we are. Once you work hard, then you get to a point where you work smart. So sometimes you got to put up with the BS and, take whatever you got to take just to get to the top. And then you dictate and command what you want to do. And it goes from you being, just a fighter to this fight is thrown by you.
Yeah.
And then you have a stable of fighters. So, just work your way up. And
I think that's dope advice because a lot of people don't understand that this game, this industry that we're in, it's a long game. It's a very, very
Definitely
long
can
game.
be. If you play it right, it can be a long game for you.
And your attitude is one of the main things that determines how long you stay around. So,
well, man, must continue success, bro, for real, man.
Yeah. And whenever you want to have us on, The Truth Shall Set You Free podcast, we speak the truth too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
It'd be a little bit different than this, but we're bringing it. It'd be
Now,
raw.
Oh, that's what. That's what it is. Yeah, you can say what you want, man. Definitely.
Man, Lil Flip in the studio. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like, for reals, this is so exciting for us because we don't get you very often. So when we do, we get really excited about it.
Now, you'll see me more. I'll be out here more because my business partner stays out here. So shout out to King Lee, the Joe Son Empire. He's actually the Crown Prince of South Korea. So, like, I'm connected with some very, powerful people that throw galas and different things out here, do a lot of stuff for LA. So he's just a behind the scenes type of guy, but he sold a lot of tech companies for 100 mil. Yeah.
So he good.
Yeah. And we working on,
He's a great business partner to have at that point.
Yeah, we're working on so much stuff. And when you got people that actually believe in you and that understand, like, because he made a lot of his money coding music. Coding things, jamming my music. And he was
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, he was
right?
like, I always wanted to do business with you because I made so much money coding. I jammed your music. And so it's crazy. Like, I prayed. I'm like, man, I just need somebody to just to, invest in everything I have going on because I got so many ideas, but I put certain things on the back burner until I get around the right people and the right energy. And like 3 months later, I get a call. Hey, what do you need funded? I'm like,
wow.
Okay.
See, you manifested that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And then he ended up being like the mirror image of me as far as how we treat people and how we try to help others, bring them up to our level. A lot of people might fall short, but some people are not meant to be bosses. Some people are just meant to be workers. And that's cool if that's what you want to do. But so it's a great thing. So we have a lot of stuff with the gaming world and giving back. Even when like Hurricane Harvey came, I started King Life Family. And we signed Easy the Black Captain, who's a top battle rapper, from Philly. He played on the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
So his project Himothy is out, and then we got Reed Dollars from Philly. So got 2 new Philly guys, and then young Steph, he used to be signed with Rockefeller. He's a crazy singer. Then we got Jay Bird. He's from Haiti by way of Jersey. So he used to be homeless. He has a crazy story. So we just working with a lot of people who actually will be around. I don't want a one-hit wonder. I don't want a local, like, oh, he's hot. No, we need worldwide talent and that's what separates me from a lot of people where I come from. I'm able to go the year, I sold 25 million albums, and when you drop a double album, it counts twice. See, a lot of people don't know that. That's how Big and Pac were able to go diamond, because they sold 5 million and it counts as twice. So we just stay working smart, not hard, man. And it's a lot of stuff coming though. So just follow me, Lil Flip 713, and you'll see what we're doing.
And before we wrap up really quick, because I know that we have listeners that are watching that have so much talent, and they're like, man, how do I get involved in the talent show and being part of that? Where would they go to for more information on that?
We're gonna announce it on my Instagram. So just follow me, Lil Flip 713, and then we'll post a link and a website and things you can click, and hey, may the best man or woman, win.
Thank you for saying that, because there are definitely some talented females in LA.
Yeah. May the best talent win. It's gonna be very interesting, and I mean, we go create the next person who's gonna be the prototype to how an artist should carry themselves.
Yeah,
and just.
Flip got the master
simple
plan,
life.
though.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I love
true,
that.
man. That's true.
And I love grooming them, especially for interviews, because you don't know how many people we've interviewed that they are new, or artists will bring in some new talent to help them out, and they're like sitting this far from the mic,
on their phone, on the mic.
Yes.
Chewing gum.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
A lot, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's important, man. Once again, congratulations, bro.
Yes.
You know where
Thank
we
you.
at. You're going to be out here a lot.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
I'll be out here way more than I used to be. I'll be like,
Well, this is your
literally.
home, so make sure you
Thank
stop
you.
by more often.
I will.